Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. My main tarot channel is Moon Moth Goddess. So if these readings do resonate for you, I encourage you to also check out my main tarot channel, as I do have a bunch of other pick a card readings in some playlists over there for you guys as well. Those of you that are wanting to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box, where you can send me an email and I can provide you on more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. I do have Reiki, distance Reiki sessions, mentoring, intuition building, tarot teaching, one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and I believe that might be it, if I remember correctly. But yes, for those of you that are interested, just send me an email and I will get that information to you. So today's pick a card reading, we are looking at what you can expect over the next 3 months. So this reading is timeless, meaning that whenever you click on this video, regardless of when this video was created and posted, when you click on the video, if the messages resonate for you, those are the messages that are meant for you at that time. So timeless reading for you. And what can you expect over the next 3 months? So I do have 3 crystals here. Pile 1, we have a selenite crystal. Pile 2, we have some orange calcite. And then pile number 3, I do have a little piece of amethyst here. So I am going to add a little card here to see. We're going to add on a card so that you have that with your crystal to see which one you do feel the most drawn to. So what can you expect over the next 3 months? We are going to be pulling the tarot as well as some oracles. So let's see, pile 1, what can you expect over the next 3 months? So we have Radiate, the card Radiate for pile number 1. Pile 2, what can you expect over the next 3 months? We have relationships. Okay, so that may be any kind of relationships, you know, could be love, could be friendships, could be maybe family. So let's see, pile 3. What can you expect over the next 3 months? And then we have a celebration. Celebration of some kind for pile number 3. So you can go with the keyword, you can go maybe with the picture or the crystal, or however you want to do this for this reading today. As I said, it is a timeless reading, so whenever you click on this video, it is generally looking at 3 months from that point that you click on the video. Okay, so pile 1, we're going to do this a little close up. Pile 1, we have Radiate. This will just get clear here. So pile 1, that, and then pile number 2, we have Relationships with the orange calcite. And then pile number 3, we have Celebration with the amethyst. So if you do feel drawn to more than one pile, that is perfectly okay. Go with whatever your gut feeling is telling you about this reading today. You may feel drawn to more than one. Totally okay. So timestamps will be down below for you guys, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with the Radiate card, this is going to be a reading today, and we're finding out what you can expect over the next 3 months. So whenever it is that you click on this video, it is 3 months from that date that you're watching. So let's see. We're going to start off and pull some tarot, and then we will move into our oracle messages. So pile number 1, Spirit, what can pile number 1 expect over the next 3 months? Okay, and just keep in mind that because we are asking a question about the future, nothing is set in stone. Okay, we can always choose to make different decisions, choices that will affect us later on down the road. So let's see, pile number 1. What can you expect over the next 3 months? The next 3 months for pile number 1. What can they expect? The next 3 months for pile number 1. Okay, so we do have the Hanged Man energy. What can pile number 1 expect over the next 3 months? Okay, so we do have the Ace of Pentacles. We also have the Chariot. Okay, we do have the Moon energy in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, some of you, and I'm seeing the Two of Wands underneath the deck. Okay, so the Two of Wands is speaking about some type of choice. And it could be some type of creative idea. And I feel like there may even be a little bit of confusion that you may probably currently have right now over what direction you should kind of go in, is really what I'm feeling that with this. I do feel for some of you, this is revolving around moving. For some of you, moving, relocating. For some of you, it can even be around a home. Your career, your job, is basically what I'm kind of seeing here. So I do feel like there is a little bit of confusion, what Spirit's saying here, surrounding the direction, maybe where to go, what's the next step on the path. And I feel like with the Moon energy being in reverse, that this confusion that you might currently feel around this is something where you're going to have some type of shift in perspective about it and be able to move forward confidently with whatever this decision turns out to be for you. Okay? Because the Chariot is a very powerful energy of willpower, determination, leading yourself towards success. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is talking about some type of new beginning. Like I said, for some of you, it can be a new home. Maybe it's a new car. For some of you, maybe it's a new car. New job, relocation is what I'm getting here. But the Hangman is maybe saying that maybe you're kind of like feeling like you're on pause right now, or trying to really take some time to think about things very thoroughly. And you may feel like you don't quite have that answer yet, maybe because of anxiety or certain fears that you might have right now, because there could be a lot of uncertainty and doubts that are kind of in your mind, maybe right now. So 3 months from now, with the Hangman energy here, this is a change or shift in perspective where you're gaining some type of insight or enlightenment, Spirit trying to help you to kind of clear this energy so that you are able to move forward confidently with whatever this is. Like I said, for some of you, it is traveling, it is relocation, some type of movement, but this is offering here some type of opportunity for a new beginning for you. And I'm seeing that this requires some type of choice here with the Two of Wands. The Wands energy in the tarot can talk about some type of energy that we're putting towards something. And basically we can have maybe say 2 different ideas, 2 different plans of what we want here. And we're needing to kind of choose which is the better idea, right? And you can see here, she's got maybe this idea that she's thought of, who knows, 2 months ago. And then there's this new idea that she has, and she's kind of looking out the window. She's got the world here. Looks like she's got a little, I don't know, like a little magazine or something sitting on the floor. So basically she's thinking, you know, what is the best choice? What is the best decision? Which path am I choosing? And the Chariot is actually being able to move forward with something. We're making progress here with the Chariot, okay? But I am feeling like this is being able to kind of move beyond any types of doubts or fears, worries, uncertainty, because the moon is really talking about, you know, things that are being concealed, hidden, or maybe even feeling a little bit worried because we don't know that if we make some type of choice, what is it going to lead to? Is it going to make us happy? And so I feel like you may feel a little bit nervous, maybe even about putting forth some type of energy towards whatever this is, because you may not know, like, if I choose this path, am I going to be happy? If I choose that path, you know, is this going to lead to the happiness and the fulfillment that I'm truly seeking here? But I feel like Spirit's saying things are going to become clear for you. You're going to have some type of breakthrough with something. So because this here is making it the inability to be able to see or focus clearly, right? Maybe because of doubts, because of fears, because of anxiety. But that Hangman energy is bringing in the shift in perspective so that you're moving away from confusion, uncertainty and doubts, and you're pulling into that Chariot energy, which is beautiful. It's powerful. So let's move into, see, and I want to kind of see with this Ace of Pentacles what potentially that could be. But like I said, the majority of the time with the Ace of Pentacles is talking about something we have within the physical world, which is, you know, friendships, maybe meeting a new friend, a new job, money. Maybe it's going to school. For some of you, I am seeing, because we do have the Chariot here. The Knight of Wands can also be about travel here or relocation, cars, things of that nature. So I do want to see a little bit more with this Ace of Pentacles, but that Chariot is about us moving forward, moving ahead with something. So maybe something that seems like it's unclear right now, 3 months from now, you'll be able to kind of have that insight. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is about financial stability, security. Yeah, some of you, this has to do with a house, a home. Yeah, I'm getting, for some of you, this could be moving, finding a new place to live, an apartment, a house. The Nine of Pentacles, maybe this is an opportunity for you to create more financial wealth, stability, security. Maybe it allows you to travel here. Okay, maybe you're deciding, like, where should I travel to? Where should I move to? You know, where should I... Yeah, I'm feeling definitely house energy here with the Four of Wands. Let's see. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? And we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so yes, the Four of Swords energy is like a period of reflection, rest, you know, really taking some time to think about a decision, a choice here, right? Stability. What direction is going to provide stability and security for you? Balance, harmony. And I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles energy, for some of you, maybe it's a new job that is going to provide that stability and security that you really need. Okay. Which may be something very positive, I feel like. We do have Cancer energy here. We also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I am also seeing Pisces, Libra, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, so let's see what else. But yes, I feel many of you, this is talking about maybe job, or actual the house, the home movement, planning to travel or even relocate. And maybe something you've been really taking some time to really think about. Looking at a house, also she's kind of like in a little nest here, right? Maybe that nest is symbolic of security for you, stability. For some of you, it is a house with this Four of Wands. Okay. So maybe, like, let's just say if you're kind of questioning right now, where am I going to move to? Or I feel like I want to move. I don't know how I'm going to make this possible. to me, that Ace of Pentacles maybe could be some new opportunity that presents itself so that you're able to make the move that you need to, make the money that you need to, you know, have the security financially to be able to kind of make this happen without the worries, without the, you know, insecurities of things and doubts in your mind, where you're actually able to kind of move forward and confidently with some type of choice or decision. Okay, so let's go into your oracle messages here. Pile number 1. What can you expect over the next 3 months? Okay, so we have stepping into power here. It says you are strong beyond measure. And he looks like he's navigating his way, right? He's got a lantern here, looking like he's kind of moving through the snow. I don't know, maybe some of you are moving out of a snowy area or to a snowy area. But there's a bunch of forest back here. There's snow that's on the trees. So it definitely looks like there's movement happening here. Maybe you are, you know, stepping into your power here. To me, also, the snow that's out here is kind of symbolic of this period of rest, reflection, planning, right? Planning that's happening here. So let's see what else. Pile number 1. What can you expect over the next 3 months? What can you expect? You know, maybe you're taking the lead with something here. We've got this guy who's kind of leading people with his lantern. So maybe this is, you know, going within and finding the answers that you seek to help you to navigate. We also have overcoming obstacles. It says you can overcome anything. Okay, and I'm seeing how there is this huge boulder here on this path. And so maybe for some of you, this is being able to overcome some type of challenge over the next 3 months. Maybe one that you're, like I said, trying to figure out, maybe feeling a little bit worried about, but this is moving ahead in a very powerful energy there with that Chariot, right? Determined to do something. We have miracles here. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Right, exactly. That's what I'm feeling, because it's like with that moon energy in reverse, there's confusion there. There's things being clouded judgment, you know, not being able to kind of trust what intuition is really guiding you to do. So you may feel a little uncertain, but we have a miracle here. Expect the wondrous to emerge. And to me, that Hangman energy is you being able to gain the change or shift in perspective, the insight, the awareness, you know, having that idea become clear. So maybe something, even though you might feel like, okay, how am I going to get past this obstacle, this challenge? And then all of a sudden, Spirit kind of pops in with that Ace of Pentacles and is like, here you are. There's no need to worry anymore, right? So let's see here. We've got, yeah, look at that. Great adventure. It says take a risk and venture forward. And that's what I'm seeing with that Chariot, right? So whatever this is for you, like I said, to me, though, I'm kind of looking at it and it looks like travel, relocation, maybe a new job, something having to do with a house, moving house. We're seeing these people here kind of in a boat. So again, it's giving me that element of travel or relocation. And it says take a risk and venture forward, right? So some of you that are feeling like confused, okay, like which direction do I go? Am I going to make the right choice? Trust your intuition, right? Take the risk by moving forward with this. Okay, so let's see what else. And if this isn't really, you know, maybe something that you've got going on, then you may want to choose a different pile. But yeah, I feel like those of you that are kind of like in that place about some type of transition or change or movement, maybe currently undergoing some type of obstacle, this is Spirit saying here, expect the wondrous to emerge. He's got his little lamp here. So to me, this is some type of wish that is being fulfilled for you. Okay, so what can pile number 1 expect over the next 3 months? The next 3 months for pile number 1, what can they expect? Maybe it is a new adventure, right? A new adventure. Okay, so we have a creative project. And it says your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. Next 3 months for pile number 1, what can they expect? We have solace with bodies of water. It says spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. We also have what do you desire? It says you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Okay? So maybe this is taking a little bit of time to reflect, to think, maybe have a change or shift in perspective with any fears, right? Insecurities, worries, doubts in your mind. What do you want? Right? This is Spirit saying here that it's something that's very much possible for you to attain here. You're thinking about setting your mind to it, right? Focused, driven in that Chariot energy. It's about us not allowing the fear to get in the way to create the obstacle, right? Because it could be us that is standing in our own way with that. Let's see. And we have ask here. And it says, ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. So this is basically Spirit saying here that your spirit guides, your ancestors, your guardian angels cannot just intervene into your life because they feel like it. You have to ask your spirit guides to help you, to guide you, to assist you, right? To help to lead you, to provide, signs, synchronicities, dreams, messages, so that they can give you the assistance that you need. So this is really saying that they are patiently awaiting your request. If there's something that you're feeling maybe confused about, or, trying to make a decision here, that you ask your spirit guides for their assistance. Okay. They're, like I said, they're not just going to kind of step in and intervene, right? Without your permission. Okay. So let's see here. I'm actually going to split this in two because it's too big to shuffle. Okay. So the next 3 months for pile number 1. Okay. So we have strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. So I don't know, maybe this is passion towards something that you have. Maybe it's towards a creative project, something that you're wanting to move forward with, a risk, right? Passion being involved. Let's see. The next 3 months for pile number 1. We have the chain, and it says a chain of events that will affect your life. Okay. Chain of events. We have the weeping willow, and it says family sorrow. And then we also have you will be shown the way. Okay, you will be shown the way. Let's see. I kind of want to see what this, I don't know. Maybe this is something going on within the family unit that you might need to be aware. I don't know, because I am seeing traveling here. Maybe for some of you, it's, I don't know, maybe you're moving away from family, closer to family. But this is Spirit saying here, you will be shown the way. Okay, so we have increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Okay, over the next 3 months, what can pile number 1 expect? We have a solid foundation and success with your effort. Okay, success with effort. And let's see. Let's get 2 more. The next 3 months for pile number 1. Yeah, because the Four of Wands can sometimes talk about family gathering, events, parties. I don't know, maybe some of you are experiencing some type of loss. Okay, there as well. We have the Vulture, and it says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Maybe for some of you guys might be feeling a little bit anxious about something. Like I said, we've got that Two of Wands there, so there's a choice to be made. And I feel like with that Knight of Wands in reverse, sometimes this energy can be talking about us acting out of character for ourselves, right? So if we're filled with a depression or anxiety, worrying about something that spirits may be feeling that we don't need to worry about, right? That can be something that's kind of throwing us off balance, right? So let's see. What can pile number 1 expect over the next 3 months? The next 3 months for pile number 1. Okay. We have the Horse, and it says a short journey. A short journey. Okay. I don't know. Maybe for some of you it's a temporary travel or something like that. But I do want to find out a little bit more information on this family sorrow here and see what you need to know. What does pile 1 need to know about this family sorrow? We've got Temperance, okay? So this is something having to do with healing, temperance, patience, healing. What is this family sorrow? And then we have the King of Wands. King of Wands. And I'm seeing the Fool energy at the bottom. Okay. All right. Some of you, and this may not be for all of you, but I am seeing here, we've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom too. So whatever this choice or decision is, like I said, for some of you, it could involve you moving, relocating, because there is, with the Temperance energy, this can also be about co-creation, something that you're manifesting here. The King of Wands is a very powerful energy of taking the lead with something, pursuing something. And we have the Fool here, which is about taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, stepping into the unknown, and kind of trusting this leap, this new beginning. So some of you could be traveling or moving away from family. And if that is the case, that makes me feel like for some of you, your family might be a little bit sad, okay, is really what this is Spirit saying here. There's some type of risk that's involved, and it includes you potentially starting something new, beginning something new, and maybe it is away from family. That could be something that, and maybe it's a lot for you to really think about, but with the Ace of Wands, it's some type of creative idea, inspiration, something that has potential for you. And it could be like, let's just say you decide you're going to move to a different country or a different city, or, you know, like hours away from friends or family, but it's like, you know that this is what you need to do, right? So it could be something that may make family a little sad. Maybe if you're farther away, if you're relocating or choosing to go after a new job or move to a new house or something like that, that's going to provide you what you need. And you're gaining here, for some of you, material wealth or spiritual growth, a solid foundation and success, right? But it's the succession of these choices and decisions that are all leading up to you doing this. And that could be something by you making this choice here that makes the family feel a little sad. Like, hey, you know, pile 1's going to be 3 hours away from us instead of 20 minutes, you know. I just feel like there's something here, and it won't be for all of you, but for some of you, especially where you have a family that lives like pretty close to you, or, you know, or maybe for some of you, you've already moved, right? You've already moved, and now family's kind of away, and maybe they are feeling a little bit sad, right? But maybe for some of you, it's unnecessary that you were needing to just kind of change things up here. Okay, but yeah, we have this chain of events that's affecting your life. I'm seeing it as a positive, right? Positive thing. So you have a new opportunity here. This is bringing about stability for you here, security, progress, power, a lot of beautiful movement in this energy that's kind of coming through for you here. So I'm going to get some last messages. Pile number 1, the next 3 months, we've got the family room. Okay, so again, this is kind of giving me this vibe of meeting, connecting with family. The 4 of Wands can also talk about a family gathering, an event, a party. I don't know, maybe if this is you talking to family, making a decision with family, involving family, and they're just like feeling a little sad about it. Could make you sad too. You know, we've got depression, a little bit of anxiety. Maybe this is a big thing, a big risk, you know, but it's you trusting where your heart and your passion, I feel like, is leading you, right? Could be a huge move for some of you, huge upgrade. The next 3 months for pile number 1, we've got your job. Okay, so for some of you, it is about job, work, toil and labor, working hard, and we've got house at the bottom. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here. That's what we saw at the beginning. This is involving a house, a home, work, family, okay, is what Spirit is saying here. I don't know. Maybe some of you are going through, I don't know, difficult, maybe separation. I didn't really see the energy here, but maybe that's what it is for you. There's some big choices, maybe changes that you will be making. Underneath the deck, I'm seeing marriage and change here. This car looks like it's all packed up. Okay, maybe some of you have a child or children that are involved. This is a move for some of you. Moving house. Maybe for some of you it is with a spouse or partner. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, but yeah, family sorrow. Maybe for some of you, like especially if you're going through, I know we have marriage here, but this almost makes me feel like there's some maybe change that's occurring. You know, you could be moving with a partner, closer to a partner, with family, away from family. Of course, because it's a general reading, all of you are going to be in different situations. But it almost makes me feel like maybe some of you are married, separated, or even going through divorce. And there's some type of change here that's affecting child or children. That may be a lot, you know. Yeah, because we do have strong emotion here. Passionate love or hate. Which makes me feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something going on for some of you. Maybe that passion is towards creative type of idea or project or something that you're wanting to move ahead with, right? To be able to take that opportunity that's there for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you. Pile number 1, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the relationships card and the orange calcite, this is going to be a reading. So we're finding out what you can expect over the next 3 months from whenever it is that you do watch this video. It is a timeless reading. So we're going to pull in your tarot first of what you can expect over the next 3 months. And then we will also get your oracle messages here as well. Okay. So just keep in mind, this is a general reading. Not all the messages that come through may be for you. So only take what you feel kind of fits, maybe what's currently happening in your life, and you may experience over the next 3 months. So let's see, pile number 2. What can you expect over the next 3 months? I just saw the 8 of Pentacles. Maybe for some of you, this has something to do with work, career. We've got, okay, we're starting off with the Knight of Cups. So let's see here. The 8 of Pentacles was also about putting in dedicated effort, committed effort. So we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What can you expect over the next 3 months? Okay, look at that. We have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So some of you, this can be a new opportunity in love. For some of you, maybe it could even be a new creative opportunity. Okay, but yeah, the Ace of Cups is a new opportunity in love. Okay, so we do have the Knight of Cups energy. So some of you, it could even be, if you are single, especially, this can be someone coming towards you for some type of romantic offer. Okay, something here, maybe asking you on a date is what we're saying. Let's see what else. The next 3 months for pile number 1, what can they expect? Maybe relationships are going to be of significance. Maybe this is you finding someone to be in a relationship with. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, maybe this can also be talking about some type of improvement breezing into your love life for some of you. We do also have the King of Pentacles energy here. So some of you quite literally might be someone you meeting like the one, the person that you are meant to be with. The King of Pentacles is very secure, very stable energy. So some of you, you know, maybe this is some type of offer coming from someone maybe that you have already been dating. Maybe it's something that kind of goes to that next level. For others of you, this can even be, you know, renewing love in a connection that's currently existing, things improving for you with this person. For others of you, like I said, I am seeing this as potentially creative opportunities, right? Maybe this is work relationships or things that are kind of improving there. Maybe even something that's going to help to bring in stability, security for you. Long-term, right? Stability. So let's see here. The next 3 months for pile number, we've got pile 2, the Death card in reverse. Okay, so the Death card in reverse is about some type of change. Okay, some type of change, and it may be that we are resisting this change here. There's some type of blockage that might be here. So I do want to look at that a little bit more. It could be a need for ending a current situation. Maybe for some of you, let's just say that you're at a job and you really want a new job, and there is something new that comes towards you that gives you an opportunity for that, and there is a need for you to let go of something else, okay? Because the Death card is essentially talking about an ending to something to allow for a new beginning. The Death card is also very transformative, right? It's about change being something that is inevitable. And so that can be a need for us to let go of something. But let's see what else here. Pile number 2. What is this Death card in reverse? Okay, so we've got the Magician. Okay, the Magician, the Empress, and we also have the Page of Cups. Okay. I am seeing something with the Magician energy. This is about manifestation. Okay. Manifestation, manifesting something new. Maybe for some of you, if you're still, let's just say, still holding on to a past connection that has already been, let's just say, overdone, something that where you've had a breakup with someone, you were still healing from that. To me, this is a new opportunity for connecting with somebody new. Okay, and maybe that resistance comes along with acknowledging that need for letting go of someone from the past so that you can truly open yourself up to something for the future, something new, something that's more grounded, something that's more stable. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for some of you, because look at that. We've got the 4 of Cups at the bottom, the 3 of Swords right underneath that. Okay, the 3 of Swords is pain, heartache, healing, right? And we have the 4 of Cups energy here. So those of you that are still, let's say, healing from a past partner, past relationship, and you've been kind of maybe avoiding that part of your love life where you're just like, I'm still not over this past person or still not healed. The 4 of Cups can talk about us feeling indifference, you know, towards new opportunities that are coming in, right? You look at how this opportunity is here and she's not even paying attention to it. So this is a need for us to really show us that we can find emotional stability, right? We can work towards connecting with someone who may be more in alignment with us. And so to me, this is a need for you to really keep yourself open and receptive to new love, especially for those of you that have been kind of pushing love away, opportunities away. I'm seeing this as a new opportunity, especially for those of you that are single. You want love, but there's still something from your past that you've been holding on to. Okay? There's a need for you to pay attention to the new people that Spirit is kind of guiding into your life. Those of you where this has nothing to do with love, then I'm seeing this as an opportunity for you to create and manifest something new. It's about you going with the flow with whatever opportunities are coming towards you, because this is a powerful energy of you doing, I feel like, especially with the Page of Cups being here, an opportunity for you to invest into something that your heart is in, that you are really wanting to nurture and create. So for some of you, it could be a creative project, opportunities that are coming available to you that are going to lead you on the path of financial security and stability. And for others of you, when it comes to love, it's something that's going to provide the long-term security and stability that you're really maybe looking for when it comes to relationship. Okay? So yeah, to me, this Four of Cups can sometimes talk about boredom and indifference and feeling emotionally discontent. And Spirit is trying to bring in something new, which we're seeing right there. So this is about us being in a place where we are emotionally open, receptive, being able to let go of things that we may have been holding on to from the past and kind of closing out, because like I said, the Death card in reverse is about us resisting some type of change. Okay, resisting it. And so if there's a new opportunity coming in, whether that is a creative project, opportunity for you to create more stability in your life, security, financial, with your career, or with love, this is Spirit saying here, pay attention. Okay, pay attention to these new opportunities that are coming in within your life. Okay, so just be open to receiving them, I feel like. But yes, we're seeing opportunity come in right there with that Ace of Cups. Okay, so we do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. I'm also seeing Libra, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay, so let's go into our oracle messages. Okay, and for some of you, it can even be working on self-love, right? Because for some of you, if you've been wanting new love, but you're still holding on to something from the past, this can also be, you know, resisting this transformation that's also taking place within you, right? The Page of Cups can be about self-love, working on healing, right? So that we are making sure that in this Empress energy that we are in a place where we are nurturing ourselves, we're keeping ourselves open to opportunities as well. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing there. Let's go into the oracle. So pile number 2, what can you expect over the next 3 months? What can you expect? Okay, we've got uncovering treasure here, and it says beneath the surface lies great bounty. Okay, so yeah, we have uncovering treasure. We have opportunities that are coming in. This almost makes me feel like Spirit's saying with your Four of Cups that you had on the bottom, this is a blind spot, right? Maybe on the surface you might say, okay, well, maybe this isn't the right person for me, but this is Spirit saying, look deeper. You're uncovering maybe treasure. I'm uncovering treasure here, you know? Like, let's just say you meet someone and then you're just like, oh, that's totally not my type. I would never go for someone like that. But then Spirit's like, but wait, let's give this a chance. Let's see where this goes. For some of you, it can even be feeling that way about certain opportunities that come towards you, right? On the surface, it might seem like, no, I don't know if this is right for me. Spirit's saying, take a deeper look. Okay, take a deeper look. What can you expect over the next 3 months? Pile number 1. We have in the flow. We love that because we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. It says everything is smooth sailing. Right? We've got opportunities here, which means that we are keeping ourselves in alignment. We've got fellow travelers, and it says support is all around you. And then we have breaking trail here, and it says a breakthrough is at hand, okay? So many of you, that breakthrough can be something maybe that's happening within you. Maybe it is a breakthrough that you're having within your love life, or even something that is going to provide some type of security for you as far as maybe financial, okay, with an opportunity that is there. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile number 2. What can you expect over the next 3 months? We have trustworthy guidance, and it says you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. Let's see what else. The next 3 months for pile number 1. Look at that. We have a new partner here. It says, a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Okay? So like I said, for some of you, especially if you're single, we've got a new partner coming in. Maybe for some of you, it can even be maybe a new business partner, maybe somebody that you're, you know, is going to help you, or that you are going to really be able to. So yes, important connections, important relationships, I feel like are going to be something that you notice over the next 3 months for pile 2. Let's see. Okay, so we also have be honest with yourself. And it says, look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. Okay, so in a way, it's like Spirit's helping to guide you towards what is meant for you. Okay, we also have family here. And it says this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go into these little guys here. And I'm actually going to split this in half because it's a little bit awkward to shuffle. So we'll get about 4 from this one and then 4 from the other one. So the next 3 months, pile number 2. What can you expect over the next 3 months? We've got the fan, and it says romance, celebration, or a party. Okay. The next 3 months for pile number 2. What can they expect? We have do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Okay, so this may be something that you're needing to really put forth. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this could be setting boundaries of some type of obstacle that may be kind of against you, but this is Spirit saying, don't back down, right? Keep going. Let's see here. I don't know, maybe for some of you it has to do with family. Maybe setting boundaries with a family member. Let's see here. The next 3 months for pile number 2. We have the egg, and it says success assured with good plans and hard work. And we have the fly, and it says a period of ill health, depression. So maybe feeling a little sad. Like I said, we were seeing underneath the deck earlier the 3 of Swords. Okay, the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is about emotional discontent. Okay, the 3 of Swords being pain or heartache. So maybe for some of you that do struggle with issues surrounding your emotional health, it could be understanding that maybe this may be something that you're continuing to work, right, towards healing of that. Okay, so let's see, right? Maybe that's why with the Page of Cups energy here, this is Spirit saying it's a time for transformation, a change within you. Lots of self-love, lots of healing, lots of nurturing, mothering the self with that Empress energy. Okay. So you can kind of, in a way, reclaim your power. Okay. Let's see here. The next 3 months for pile number 2. Okay, look at that. We've got happiness. We also have you are highly thought of. We also have the quill, and it says get back to the basics. Okay, so maybe that is kind of removing certain, I don't know, situations out of your life that are only creating challenges for you in a way, resistance, right? So getting back to the basics would be maybe really putting yourself first, thinking about you, your desires, your needs, making sure that you're stable, right? You're happy, which is something that's important here. The next 3 months for pile number 2. And then we have the target, a goal-oriented person. So maybe for some of you, it could either be that you are the goal-oriented person, right? And you being on target. Or it could even be maybe the person that it could be for some of you coming in. Could be someone who maybe is a very goal-oriented person. Underneath the deck, we have the door, and it says opportunities are waiting for you. Okay, so let's do our last messages, pile 2. The next 3 months, what can you expect? The next 3 months, what can you expect? Pile 2. We have imprisonment. And to me, that is more or less those of you that are feeling challenged with the ill health. And the ill health meaning, to me, this is maybe mental, emotional, your emotional well-being. Okay. Let's see here. And then we have official person here. The next 3 months. What can pile number 2 expect over the next 3 months? I don't know. Maybe some of you could be dealing with somebody who's literally has some legal issues going on, or they are in prison or jail. The next 3 months, pile number 2, we have high honor here. I don't know, for some of you, this almost makes me feel like there could potentially be, this kind of gives me military vibes. The official person and high honor. I don't know, maybe this is someone of significance to you in your life here. Or someone that you hold in high regard or looks at you in high regard. But we have pathway here, and I'm noticing that this whole pathway here is kind of like, has a bunch of butterflies on it. So it's like this path ahead for you involves a lot of maybe personal transformation. You know? A lot of personal transformation. This may even be with the high honor and official person here. Someone really important that could be coming into your life. And I feel like that's why maybe Spirit's saying here, there's going to be relationships that are brought in. Pay attention to people, right? That may be helping you to lead you towards maybe new opportunities, happiness. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. So yeah, a new path opening up for you, but one that looks, I feel like, really beautiful, brightly illuminated here for you here as well. I do want to get a little bit more information on this imprisonment. What is this imprisonment energy for pile number 2? We have temperance. And okay, so I feel like this is surrounding your healing. Okay, I'm seeing the 4 of Cups at the bottom. So this is the imprisonment here. What Spirit is speaking of is ourself or yourself, pile 2. Because the 4 of Cups, again, is talking about emotional discontent. Some of you may even be healing from rejection, abandonment wounds. This is that need for healing. So the imprisonment is something that is holding you back emotionally. And I feel like that is why Spirit is saying that Page of Cups and the Empress is so important. This is a time for nurturing, healing, self-love, so that you can regain emotional stability. Okay? Within yourself. The Temperance energy is also about healing. Okay? Almost with the Ace of Wands, it kind of reminds me of like getting your spark back, like really kind of working through this, because that to me is mental prison, insecurities, fears, self-sabotaging thoughts, overanalyzing things, overthinking things, obsessive thoughts, right? And it is something that is potentially blocking you off to other opportunities, okay? Whether that be love or business or something else, okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 2. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the celebration card and the amethyst crystal, this is going to be a reading. And so we're finding out, what can you expect over the next 3 months in your life. We're just going to kind of leave it open for spirit with whatever messages come through, whether they be about your love life, career, family, finances, moving, whatever comes through, whatever spirit is wanting to let you know today. So this is a timeless reading, meaning that whenever you click on this video, it is really meant from 3 months from that point, okay? Because it is a general reading, also keep in mind that not all the messages that come through may be for you, okay? So if they don't really make sense, they may make sense later, you know, months from now, or they, you know, may have nothing to do with your situation at all. In that case, you can always choose a different pile, okay? So let's see, pile number 3. We're going to pull the tarot first, and then we will look at our oracle messages. So pile number 3, what can you expect over the next 3 months in your life? The next 3 months from the time that you watch this video. The next 3 months, what can you expect? Okay, so I am seeing the 2 of Swords, which can talk about you feeling some type of confusion, conflict, or indecision. Okay, feeling maybe confused about something. Let's see here. The next 3 months for pile number 3. Okay, so I am seeing the 6 of Wands. We have the Emperor. We have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so this is clearly something about choices, options, planning. Yeah, look at that. We've got lots of these choice cards here. 2 of Wands is kind of like being at a crossroads, having to choose a path, choose direction. The 7 of Cups is also about choices, options, maybe feeling a little bit confused because we feel overwhelmed with choices that we have to make. And then you also have the 2 of Swords energy here as well. And that is also about feeling confused, conflicted, indecisive over something here. The Emperor is about needing to have big picture perspective and to, you know, keep ourselves focused, disciplined, organized. The Emperor is also about planning and strategy. And so the 6 of Wands energy is about some type of achievement. It could be about a victory, a goal, something that we're wanting to move towards, right? The 6 of Wands can also sometimes be talking about our ego, and sometimes the ego kind of getting in the way, maybe of some type of important choice or decision that you're needing to make. And I am seeing the Lovers at the bottom. So some of you, this may have to do with a love situation. But the Lovers is also about a choice of the heart, one that Spirit is trying to divinely guide to us. So this is going to be important for you to really pay attention to what your heart is telling you with this decision that you might have over the next 3 months, okay? So I kind of want to clarify this a little bit more, but we do have Gemini energy here. We also have Aries, Scorpio, what else here? Leo, and Libra. Okay, so I do want to clarify. I feel like the 2 of Swords energy here. Why is the 2 of Swords here? Why is the 2 of Swords here? We have the Death card. Okay, so this is some type of change. Maybe this could potentially be bringing something to an end, okay? For you, maybe something going on in your life, something that you've been feeling confused by, like should I end this? Should I not end this? Should I maybe walk away from this? With the Seven of Cups, this is, like I said, many options, choices, directions we can go into. And with the Lovers being kind of like your overall energy here, this is where Spirit is saying you really need to choose what your heart is telling you, okay? But this is change, basically, with Death. So with the Two of Swords energy here, maybe this is putting an end to indecisiveness, right? Indecision. Change is something that is inevitable, right? So let's see. Let's get something for this Seven of Cups. You know, and that Death card can be symbolic of maybe transformation that's taking place within you, right? Maybe you're moving away from confusion and feeling stuck into a place where you can step into that Emperor energy and take control, take the lead, right? Leading yourself to a place of success, being able to kind of overcome the challenges, maybe even being in your own mind, okay? Why is the Seven of Cups here? And we have Judgment. So this could be making, I don't know, Judgment is about release. Releasing something, letting something go, maybe from the past. The Judgment card is a card of transformation, renewal, death and rebirth. We've got some strong Scorpio energy coming through here as well, okay? Why is the Two of Wands here? And then we also have the Five of Wands. So this is Spirit's thing here. Over the next 3 months, there's going to be some type of choice that you're needing to make that you may feel conflicted by, okay? You may feel conflicted by it, but I feel like maybe stepping into the energy of the Emperor, which is masculine energy, but this is us really kind of keeping ourselves grounded, focused, disciplined, organized. What is it that we're trying to plan? What is it that we're trying to create here? Okay? So this could be a need for you to really kind of embody the energy of the Emperor and really keep yourself disciplined and focused with planning something. You can see he's got like a little chess piece in his hand. There's also this light that's coming down from the spirit realm, right? That's kind of guiding in a way his move with what he's doing. So yeah, this is a need for you with the Lover's energy. Whatever this is about that you might be faced with over the next 3 months is a need for you to choose based off of what your heart is truly telling you to lead you towards success, victory of some kind with that Six of Wands, right? Maybe for some of you, that Death card is symbolic of letting a job go that you feel is no longer in alignment with you. Or maybe for some of you, a relationship, a friendship, some type of situation that you're needing to really choose based off of what does my heart tell me in this situation. Okay, to be able to kind of overcome the challenge and the conflict that you might feel within yourself. Okay, so let's see what the Six of Wands energy is here. And then you have with your Six of Wands, and then your card, the card you chose is also Celebration. That's what the Six of Wands is. Overcoming this challenge, right? Five of Wands, Six of Wands. We're overcoming this. Maybe it does lead to a victory for you, right? Like I said, putting an end to the indecision. Okay, yeah, so we have the Hierophant here. To me, this is kind of like, in a way, leveling up. You know, maybe for some of you, you're being recognized at work, at a job, and you're able to kind of step up. Maybe you're having some type of opportunity. You're finally, maybe for some of you, gaining the recognition that you deserve, right? Especially when it comes to your career. For some of you. So yeah, to me that Hierophant is about leveling up. I'm seeing how there's a beautiful big staircase right behind the Hierophant. So this can be like major lessons that you're learning. Also, maybe there is a change in beliefs, right? Your belief system that has been maybe holding you back, right? So it's really starting to learn how to trust your intuition and your heart with where that might be leading you so that you are able to kind of, in a way, level up. okay, is kind of what I'm seeing here. So let's see what else, pile number 3. What can you expect over the next 3 months? What can you expect over the next 3 months? We have first light, beginning a new cycle, okay? Beginning a new cycle. And I'm seeing here, this almost kind of reminds me of spring. Those of you in the northern hemisphere, because although I'm seeing that there's a bunch of snow here, right? We're already starting to see these beautiful little flowers that are blooming. We have a little nest here that has a little egg in it with the bird watching it. So this could be, you know, maybe after a period of rest, kind of like hibernation, hibernation, where you are maybe creating something new here. So yeah, we have first light, beginning a new cycle. Let's see here, pile number 3, over the next 3 months, what can you expect? Maybe you're starting to see signs, right, of something new beginning or starting for you. We have miracles here. It says, expect the wondrous to emerge. I'm seeing how this guy here is holding this little lamp, right? This magic lamp. So to me, this is about wishes, dreams being fulfilled, right? Maybe it's something that does require you to kind of step up in a way and kind of make an executive decision, right? Fully stepping into that energy of the Emperor, getting things done, right? That's what the Emperor does. We have fellow travelers here, and it says support is all around you. Support is all around you. Maybe this is also being more disciplined. We have wondrous universe, and it says walk in beauty. So this may also be you, you know, kind of changing, I feel like, to see, I feel like the opportunities that are surrounding you, right? Looking at how much there is that is available to you, right? Walking in beauty, the wondrous universe that is abundant, that is providing. Maybe you are, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like you're there's a change or shift in perspective from, you know, the glass half empty to the glass half full, where you're seeing that there are opportunities there. Definitely this beautiful, I don't know, some of you I'm getting, especially with the Judgment card here, you're answering the call of your soul, right? You're answering the call of your soul, whatever your soul is kind of leading you towards over the next 3 months, and just kind of going with it, okay? Some of you could quite literally be traveling, moving, starting something new. Pile number 3, what can you expect over the next 3 months? We've also got Taurus energy here. We've got, look at that, shower of abundance. And it says to heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you allow. Okay. Maybe that is, you know, some celebratory news for some of you, right? Making some shifts or changes within career. We also have joy, and it says joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. We also have Isolt with undying love. And it says the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Okay, so maybe that is love towards maybe another person. The love that you have for yourself. Learning to love and believe in yourself. We also have listen here. And it says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen, right? So this is basically your spirit team telling you here that there are solutions here, right? To whatever it is that you may be worried about. If it is finances, if, you know, whatever it could be. But when we are feeling worried and anxious and nervous and just kind of overwhelmed emotionally, we're not going to be able to hear Spirit's guidance that's going to help to lead us towards the right path, the right direction. So this is your Spirit team saying, their request to you is to listen, to calm the mind, to calm the body, right? So that you are able to hear Spirit's guidance, whether that is something that is given to you or delivered to you through the dream state, through a song that you hear on the radio that tells you exactly with its words what you're needing to do, how you're needing to move forward. So the request to you is to listen, be open and receptive to the guidance that they are sending to you. Okay? So let's go into these ones here. I am going to split this deck in half because it is super awkward to shuffle with the whole thing. So we're going to pull 4 cards from this one and then 4 cards from the other stack. So pile number 3, the next 3 months, what can you expect? Okay, so we do have teardrops here, and it says great personal sorrow. Okay, so maybe there's something that you're worried about or feeling, you know, feeling a little sad. Maybe this is also, to me, release, right? Release. We have dog, and it says close up, pleasure with a close friend. And then, wow, we have marriage here. Okay. So maybe for somebody this does involve a commitment. Okay. Commitment of some kind. Decision that you're making. What can pile number 3 expect over the next 3 months? We have the chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Okay. Maybe for some of you it is a marital partner. Because we do have great personal sorrow. Okay. Maybe some of you are going through separation or making some type of decision. Okay. At the bottom of the deck we do have the stork, and it says news of a birth or a new business opportunity for some of you. Okay. Let's see what else. The next 3 months. Success. Okay. This marriage here, because it is a commitment. This commitment could be for work, for career. Okay. Doesn't just have to be about love situation, but can be about any type of commitment that you might have, right? And you also have news of a birth or a new business opportunity, right? The birth being something new that is being manifested here. The next 3 months, pile number, we've got the sun, and it says happiness and your well-being. Okay. The next 3 months for pile number 3, we also have the torch, and it says spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the archway, and it says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths that are opening up for you. So I do want to get a little bit more information on the marriage here and see for those of you. Because like I said, this could be a commitment here and doesn't necessarily have to be. I mean, who knows? Maybe some of you will be receiving some type of proposal because we do have celebration here, right? So maybe for some of you, it could very well be that. Let's see here. What is the marriage energy? We've got the 3 of Swords in reverse. So some of you, maybe this is healing or letting go of some type of commitment. Okay. Healing from something from the past. What is this marriage energy here? The Fool. Okay. So this is a new beginning. Taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. Right? Maybe it is healing from a commitment from the past, letting that go and opening yourself up to a new start, a new beginning. Okay. We also have the Page of Swords energy here too. So the Page of Swords can definitely be talking about some receiving some type of communication. So the Page of Swords is generally bringing in good news, Okay, so good news, maybe something that you receive via email, social media, maybe about some type of commitment or opportunity. And then we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. Some of you, this can be new opportunities in love, a new creative opportunity, maybe surrounding, I don't know, this could maybe be some type of proposal or some kind. Like I said, for some of you, it is gaining recognition. Okay. But this is Spirit saying you're needing to choose based off of what your heart is truly telling you, right? Which is going to be something that's super important. So what else do I want to do? Look at these here. The next 3 months, pile number 3, what can you expect? We have adjudication, which is some type of decision. Some of you, it could be a divorce. Okay, maybe there's some type of marriage that's coming to an end. Maybe that's something that you were feeling confused. Maybe a relationship. Okay, because we do have someone is leaving your life. So it may not be for all of you, but those of you that are kind of already kind of like on the fence of leaving or walking away from something, that may very well make sense for you. Okay, but this to me looks like a couple that's in court that's getting divorced here or separated. There's some type of decision that's being made here. Adjudication. Let's see, next 3 months. Maybe for some of you, legal stuff going on. We've got a change here, right? So maybe this is relocation for some of you. Maybe some of you moving, changing jobs, moving location. Maybe there's a decision for some of you that you're making with a partner. Okay, maybe choosing to move. Let's see here. The next 3 months, we've got poverty. Okay, so maybe this is a concern for some of you, worried about money. Maybe there's a need for making a change because of financial stress or financial worries, right? We have opportunities here. So I feel like maybe for some of you, it's feeling worried, right? Having to make a decision because of money. And we have a pathway that's opening up. So I don't really feel like with this energy, to me, this is more kind of like the mentality or the mindset. Maybe some of you are worried about money changes. Maybe even for some of you, if you're going through divorce, separation, things of that nature, you could be worried like, okay, now how am I going to pay all these bills by myself, right? There could be serious concerns that are there. But this is Spirit saying here, support is all surrounding you. New opportunities. Take the risk, take the leap of faith, trust that the universe is going to align things for you. We have new opportunities, possibilities, and paths that are opening up for you. Maybe that change is something that is necessary, right? You could be a little bit of fears here with that energy of poverty, but this is kind of Spirit opening up this new path for you, right? So some of you could literally be, like I said, worried about that, worried about lack, worried about money in general, right? That could be valid concerns. Let's see, what's this energy around poverty that pile number 3 needs to know? We have the Star. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not feeling like this is something that you're needing to worry about. I feel like Spirit's saying here with the Magician energy in reverse, this is more a mindset. Okay? More a mindset than anything else, because the Magician in reverse is when we are not believing in ourselves. We're not believing in our power to be able to manifest and make our dreams and wishes come true. And you have the Star energy here, which is about not losing faith, not losing hope. It's about choosing to remain optimistic versus feeling, even if I make this change or decision to make a change here, to open myself up to new opportunities, this is a need for you to kind of, in a way, get out of your own way, right? To let go of this type of mentality or this mindset or lack of decision because you're worried about money. You're worried about how things are going to work out. This is Spirit saying, take the leap of faith. Trust that it will. Trust that it will. Okay? So maybe this is you letting go of something to open yourself up to the something new, to create more balance and harmony within your life. Maybe it's something that's necessary, right? We have beginning a new cycle here. Expect the wondrous to emerge, right? So this is a need for us to let go of all the how and why, things are going to be figured out. Again, Spirit is saying here, listen, right? Take time to listen so you know what to do. What's the plan? Okay? To help to lead you to where you're ultimately meant to be. So I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.